I love Jon Jones.
I'm curious, like, where do you rank him in this pantheon of lightweights that we've seen over the years?
Yeah, I think he's, you know, one of the greatest of all time. I don't think he's... I think he's incredible. I don't think he's the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world.
Short guy, bring him here.
Is the first challenger to his throne.
The lightweight on the line, pound-for-pound #1 on the line. Let's do it.
The pair will battle for the lightweight belt and pound-for-pound supremacy at UFC 284.
For anybody to call Islam the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world when Jon Jones is still fucking fighting is nuts and shouldn't be ranking in the pound-for-pound or doing any of the fucking rankings ever, if that's what you really think. Jon Jones has never lost a fight, ever. Going into the last round, I had Dominic Reyes 3-1 going into the last round. You know, there was a robbery or whatever. People have it all over the place. But the reality is, who gives a shit? He's fought all the baddest dudes in the world. And then when you think about what pound-for-pound rankings really mean, he moved it up to heavyweight and destroyed the best guy in the world. As long as Jon Jones is still fighting, active, and in the rankings, yeah, nobody's pound-for-pound best fighter in the world.
Is there any chance that he injects himself into Jones Stipe, for instance? Or, I mean, you still committed to that?
Yeah, no, we're definitely committed to that. I mean, you know how I feel about Jon Jones, you know, as far as where he sits in the pound-for-pound rankings and the all-time rankings. And then Stipe is, you know, looked at as the greatest heavyweight of all time, so they deserve that fight.
Nice.
I think you kind of alluded to what your pound-for-pound rankings still look like. I know we talked about it in Jersey, but where does Alex fit in, and what do you think he would have to do if he goes to heavyweight and gets that third belt? Is he #1 then?
You're not wrong. He's another guy that has moved up and is willing to move up to heavyweight. So for all those that don't know what the pound-for-pound means, that's what it means, guys like that. But still, as long as Jon Jones is still in the conversation and talking, Jon Jones has never lost. He's never lost a fight. And like I said, the most amazing thing about Jon Jones, you can say whatever you want about him, at least let him move to heavyweight. I think that when you think about this, like when those two squared up, not just him, Yuri too, when you see me standing in the middle of this guy, these guys are fucking monsters, man. They're big guys. Imagine that they were both middleweights at one time. It's insane. But they look good at light heavyweight. It's a whole nother level going up to heavyweight. Case, and when you think about, you said he was 230 today, right? Chuck and Forrest Griffin used to walk around at 230, and they would cut down to 205. This is the problem with the conversation that we're having here and why people aren't giving Jon Jones the respect for pound. This fucking guy destroyed the best heavyweight in the division. Easily made it look like nothing. Jon Jones is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world and the greatest fighter fucking ever. Period. End of story.
Well, I don't disagree with that, but he hasn't fought in a long time. But in Stipe or in a longer time,
he got hurt.
I get it. I'm not criticizing.
He was trying to fight.
I'm just saying, yeah, no.
Yeah, well, it's not like he's just fucking sitting around and doesn't want to fight. The guy came to fight. It's the first injury he's ever had. And listen to me. I'm not defending Jon Jones. You know what I mean? Jon Jones has been one of my biggest fucking headaches in the entire time that I've been in this company. Right? And, you know, the guy hasn't been the model, fighter in the company. matter what you think of Jon Jones, he's the fucking best ever, and he's
I think
the pound
he's
for
the
pound
best
best
ever. I
fighter in the
agree.
world. And he's the pound for pound best fighter in the world.
Well, except that he hasn't fought in the last year, so he's not.
Because he got hurt. He got injured.
But if you don't...
If you were coming into a fight and you fucking got hurt, that means you're not the pound for pound best fighter in the world anymore? How does that even make sense? It doesn't make sense.
When he fights...
Right? If he was sitting out and fucking getting arrested and running around or whatever, and you're like, you know, well, Jon Jones is inactive, I'd say, maybe you're right, but as an educated adult who knows the fight business, you cannot deny that while Jon Jones is active, he is the greatest fighter in the world.
Did I not say that?
Yes. I don't know what you're arguing about here. I don't even know how we're in this conversation. Where are the helicopters when you need them? Jon Jones, 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 Jon Jones is Jon Jones, Jon Jones, Jon Jones, Jon Jones, Jon Jones, Jon Jones, Jon Jones is Jon Jones, Jon Jones.